Hi, welcome to my channel, The Last Hop. My name is Makita, and on this channel, we don't just talk about networking, we actually build it. I focus on real-world configurations and troubleshooting that you won't just find in any textbook. I'm here to simplify the complex and to fix the broke. So, I hope you enjoy my channel, and thanks for watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hold on, let me see what's going on. Guess I gotta squeeze into this box. Okay, today we're gonna be doing a DHC configuration. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to configure DHCP 3 different ways. Let me just go ahead and set up everything. So I'm gonna need a router. Grab some laptops. And grab a server. Just connect these using a cat cable. Let me just connect these devices using a cat cable, you guys. As I'm doing this, I guess I could talk about DHCP a little bit. So it's the dynamic host configuration protocol, and it allows your devices to automatically receive IP addresses. So you won't have to go and configure every device every time it connects to a network. It will do it for you. Oh, actually, I want to use a gigabit port for this router. And a layer 3 switch. Okay, first we will be configuring it on the server, and then we'll be configuring on a router, and then I'll be configuring on a layer 3 switch. So let's get started. So just for this project, everything is going to be running on VLAN 1, which is the default VLAN, just for the sake of this project. Maybe in a separate video, I'll go with VLANs and show you guys how to configure it. VLANs. But for now, okay, we're going to keep the DAC pool with the name server pool. We're gonna give it a default gateway. So we could do 192.168.1.1. We could leave the DNS server the same for now. The starting IP address, I'll do 192.168.1.10. So, typically you like to exclude addresses for things, like printers and if it's any other servers or anything connected. Sometimes you just want to have some IP addresses reserved for those things. And we're using the /24, so we give it 255. Keep it at 0. And then we'll save that. And as you can see, we have 246, but you have to take away 2. So we have 244 usable addresses. Okay. So now let's go to config and configure the server and give it a default gateway 192.168.1.1. Actually, I want to do the fast Ethernet because it's connected here. So it would be 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask comes in already. We could delete this. And we could go back to the DHCP and let's power it on. So let's see if we're connected, you guys. And you can see we connected default gateway. And it started at 10 because I excluded the IP addresses. Okay. From this desktop, we're going to go to the command prompt. And we're going to do an ipconfig /all so we can see what we have. Oops, sorry. ipconfig /all. As you can see, we have no IP address right now. So in order to get an IP address using the command line, you want to do ipconfig renew. So let's do it. And as you can see, we have 192.168.1.11. The first PC was 10. We also could do another ipconfig all and see. Okay. So now to the router. This is kind of an old way of doing it, but yeah, I just show you guys how to do it on the router. My face is in the way. So you want to put no. Enable. Go to config mode. Okay, the first thing I like to do is do the DHCP pool. So we do DHCP pool, and we have to give it a name. So this is the old way, so let's just call it old. Okay, now we have to give it a network. For this network, let's use 172.16 network .0. Still using a /24, so we have to give it a subnet mask 255.255.0. Now let's give it a default default router, the gateway. So it'll be 172.16.1. Oops. I was hitting space, sorry. 16.1.1. We don't need to give it a subnet mask for this part, you guys. And let's give it a DNS server. And we get this do Google server 8.8.8.8. What else can we do? Let me see. The show one. Okay, it's in here. Okay, let's give it a pool. So IP DHCP excluded pools, and we're gonna start from 1 to let's say 50 or 20. Okay, 172.16.1.1, and then we'll give it to where we want the IP addresses to start at. So 172.16.1. Let's do .50 and enter. And let's show config. Okay, as you see, we got the excluded addresses. So the DHC shouldn't give out any of these addresses. Okay, now we need to go into the gigabit port, and that is 000, as you can see right here. So we'll do interface gigaport 000, enter, and we need to give it an IP address. So we'll give it the IP address for the DHCP default router. It'd be the same. So that was 172. Oh, I'm sorry. IP address. And then 172.16.1.1 /24 255.255.255.0 subnet mask. And we're doing no shut to bring it up, no shutdown. Okay, and let's see. Give it a few seconds. Okay, let's just do it from the command prompt. And as you can see, it starts at 51. Gave it a default gateway. So, and 52. All right. So now we'll do it on the layer 3 switch. It's kind of the same way as the router. Oh, it is the same way as the router, but I just don't have to bring the interface up. Enable configure terminal. No, let's get this one a host name. Let's call it 3 switch 1. Okay, so we'll do IP DHCP pool. And the name for this one, when we're old, let's go with new. Let's give it a network. And let's do the 192.168.1.0 24. So it'd be 255.255.255.0 subnet mask. Give it a default router. We give it 192.168.1.1. And again, we don't have to put a subnet mask here. And we could also skip the exclusion, or we could put it in. It doesn't matter. It's the same way. So I would have to exit out of here. But for now, let's just exit, do a running config. Okay, so you can see the DHC pool is set. It's named new on the 192.168.1 network. So the only thing that we have to do here is the VLAN, because the layer 3 switch, we have to give this VLAN an IP address. So let's do that. So interface VLAN 1, and we'll give it an IP address of 192.168.1.1, the same as the DHCP default router. And the subnet mask is 24, so 255.255.255.0. Enter, and a no shutdown to bring up this port. All right, let's do show run. Okay. Let's make sure we have everything. And as you can see, the VLAN is configured with an IP and it's up and running. All right, so let's just test this out. Let's go to the command prompt, IP config /renew. And there we go, guys. We have an IP address. So let's do the last one. That's the one we just did. Okay, 0.2. So let's do the last PC here. And it should be a 0.3. DHCP. We see the default gateway. Let's see what IP address it have. And it's a 0.3. And that's how you configure DHCP. It's very simple and easy. Normally you will want to do this in a working environment with VLANs. You know, you want to separate the VLANs. You don't want to do it on a VLAN because, as you can see here, by default, VLAN 1. Let me show. Let's just do a show of VLAN. We go into the VLAN. So as you can see, every port is assigned to the native VLAN 1. So that's why it's not good to use this in work environments, you know. You need VLANs to segment different networks, different physical networks, and to multiple isolated logical networks. And that's why maybe we would do a VLAN video next. Yeah, this is better for network securities. You know, you can have your sales team, your IT team, the administration team, and without all the extra hardware. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye.